Mic check. I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you, Mr. Batchy, and you there. And wow, NFL draft is right around the corner. Michael Crabtree was in town to see the sights. Oh, but before we get to that, man, did you know that kid Percy Harvin came up positive for a drug test for smoking the wacky tobacco? All right. Did you know this little note now? Warren Sapp, future Hall of Famer defensive tackle. When he was coming out, the Jets could have picked him. The Jets passed on him, and look what happened. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Then let's go even further back to when Dan Marino was coming out of Pittsburgh. Now, there was a lot of rumors around him. First of all, he had bad knees, and he was also doing the nose candy type of deal. And look where he's at. It's not to say that, what the young man did is condoning some sort of illicit behavior or anything like that. He just made a mistake, and he's going to pay for it as far as his draft rating goes, because the lower you get, the less money you get. That's on him, son. You made that mistake. But getting back to what happened with the Jets and not taking those two guys, they're Hall of Famers. I'm not trying to, equate and get them at the same point. Oh, man, I got a cramp in my foot. But I'm going to troop this out and finish this out, folks. That's right. That's what we do. We're tough here. Now, when the Giants come up with the pick at 29, I'm looking at it like this. Yeah, we know that the wide receiver is a need, but this draft is deep with wide receivers, so you can get one in the later rounds. What they need to do is they need to get a linebacker. Antonio Pierce isn't getting any younger, and he was chasing the hell out of Westbrook in them games, man. Come down there at the end of the season, man. He needs some help. We need some young, fresh legs to come in there at linebacker and chase some of these guys down, because that's what they're doing. Swing passes out, little dumps, little hooks in the middle and whatnot to the running back, and next thing you know, it's off to the races. You run a little pick inside, frees up the running back, and he's gone. So I'm looking for the Giants to take either. Well, see, they're going to take a wide receiver first if they can't trade for Edwards. Now, Mangini is trying to move Edwards. He's already moved Kellen Winslow. He's talking about moving Brady Quinn. But the Giants are in the Edwards sweepstakes. Now, if the Browns ask for too much, like a Kiwanuka or somebody like that, guess what? I'm going to sit on my hands and wait. Mangini, he wants to change this whole look of the Browns coming up. So guess what? I'm going to wait out a little bit. If that's the case, if you want to try and, snatch up my number one pick and a ball player, sorry, can't do that. So what the Giants will do, they'll wait. Now, the Jets are in love with Sanchez and want to move up and get him. And then there's some sort of rumor about a massive trades and this going on, and Campbell from Washington winding up in New Jersey with the Jets. Now, they're talking about, he's a bust, this and that. Think about it. All you guys, my crew out there, my bros, my fams out there know that Campbell has been in Washington for the last several years, and each year he's had to learn a different playbook. Come on. You guys ain't giving this kid a chance for consistency in order to really make it in the NFL, and then you're going to say, is it bust? Last year he tailed off. Yeah, you know why? Information overload. Jim Zorn was like in over his head, Hey, he wasn't a bad football player, and I think Derek Thomas almost got him for that one more sack. That's another one. You guys didn't know he was part of that trivia question. He was the man that Derek Thomas had set that record, sacking a quarterback in the game. So now, Campbell burnt out end of last year. Jim Zorn, head coach, had to do the retreat type thing. The kid had information overload, so he's not really a bust. If he's in the system, which would take advantage of his attributes and whatnot, then he can move forward. So the Jets want to fall in love and say all this about Sanchez, and you know what the sports talk was here in New York? That it could be a PSL move. That's right, personal seat licensing type move. You mean, I hate to, I don't want to think about that conspiracy theory, because that's like a conspiracy theory. You want to make sure that you sell seats. Why don't you put a great product on the field first, and then you can worry about selling seats instead of putting up that marquee name. Hey, football IQ, the kid's probably got it. If he would have stayed in another year, he probably would have been the number one pick. But in any event, this is going to be an interesting NFL draft. I hope your team gets the pick that you want to help you out. And this is Mr. Batch. Peace.